All right, all right. Shalom, shalom, Sister Deborah, prophetess in the wilderness. And you know what? That's all right with me. Coming again on this devil platform with another message. I will say this is a lovely evening in which the Most High Yah has made, and I, Sister Deborah, shall rest therein. I just thank the Most High for who He is all by Himself, not needing Sister Deborah to make Him to whom He is. Yes, His name is holy. His name is I am. His name is who He said that He is. And it's about what He said that it is. All things is about what He says that it is. I'm coming today with a lesson here, and it's regarding the lies of love. It's a very powerful message that need to be spread all over the world. So I ask what I normally don't ask is that many would share this video. Share this video so people can understand today exactly where they stand within themselves and with Yah. And what I'm saying is this message here is for he that has an eye to hear and an eye to see and an ear to hear. Let me say that again. He that has an eye to see and an ear to hear. This is what this message is going to cover because it has a lot of good tokens that many will fall in love with, but it should change your life. It changed mine. It made me really pretty much repent because I was looking for something that was not out there. I was looking for something that was fake, something that was artificial, something that wasn't real, and that was love in all the wrong places. So believe it or not, a lot of us are in that same situation today, whether it's love from our mother or our father, love from our siblings or from our friend, from our husband, from our family members. We're looking for love in all the wrong places. We have to know what is love. As Tina Turner said once before, what do love have to do with it? Now, I was explaining to you all regarding a word that the Most High put in my spirit when He taught me the word love. And He shared with me that love is give and gave. And I didn't give you the part of love and how it fits the action of your flesh. Let's say give, gave, you're giving yourself, you're giving your energy, you're giving your strength, and you're giving your time. Okay? And you're giving your help. Okay? So these are what you're giving. Okay? Because these are all the things Yah gave unto us. You see? And I was coming home today, and this is what the Ruach is one that was charged to bring things back to our remembrance. I want to share with you and this wasn't a song that I normally would all the time or a lot of times listen to, but the Ruach brought it to my spirit. And you notice in this spirit, there's a power in two words. It's a power, no, in three words. There's great power in this song, and I'm just going to play it to just give you a feel of finding out. And this young lady that's singing this song has no idea what she's singing. She has no idea the power in the words that she's speaking. She really don't, because she most likely was saying, give me you, but in away, just give me you, because it sounds good. And that's what most people listen to music, because of what it sounds. But the power in the three words that she was speaking, especially the first word. Now listen to this. Everything else can wait. Give me you. Hope I'm not too late. Lord, give me you. Lord, give me you. Lord, give me you. Lord, give me you. Give me you. Everything else can wait. Lord, give me you. I hope I'm not too late. Lord, give me you. Lord, give me you. Lord, give me you. Lord, give me you. 'Cause it's me, your Lord. I'm on my knees, crying out to you. It's me, your Lord. I'm on my knees. So give me you. Give me you. Come on, say, give me you. Everything else can wait. Everything else can wait. Give me you. I hope I'm not too late. Lord, give me you. 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 Come on, sing it again. Say, give me you. Everything else can wait. Give me you. I hope I'm not too late. Lord, give me you. 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 Oh, say, give me you. Give me you. Everything else can wait. You all can find that song on YouTube. And the name of the song is Give Me You. Beautiful music behind it, but lost in the words. Beautiful meaning behind it, but lost in words. And the meaning she lost without a cause, you know. And that's why I say that when she says the name of the song is Give Me You, uh, everything else can wait. Okay. But the reason why I said that the song has really good mellow to it, but it the words are lost, and it's lost in her, who I don't know if she wrote the song or whoever wrote the song, if most likely she did, but she's lost because the song is sung with great power, but no anointing, even though the music sound really mellow. And what I mean by that is in her song, she says, give me you, not knowing Yah has already given her him. He gave every human being an image of him. That was at the beginning. He gave every human being the breath of life. He gave us his image, which is a spirit, which was his image, a spirit. He gave that to every human being on the face of the earth, those that are here and those that has passed away. Now, so she don't understand in her song, it has a lot of power. The first word is give. She don't understand he already gave. He gave all that he had and still yet giving all that he has. Okay. So, and she was saying, in the song, she was saying, it's me. Oh, he know who you are, you know? And she said, it's me, oh Lord. But wait a minute, he know who you are. So you don't have to, when you're communicating with him or you're singing this melody to him, this melody to him, you have to sing it out of your spirit. You see, her song was sung out of the flesh. The word give carry great power. It is the definition of Yah's love. You see, but in it, I could discern it because I was given the spirit of discerning, meaning I can look into things, I can hear into things, and I can see into things, and I can discern exactly what it is. So even in this song, oh, I can't believe I sit there and let that get like that. Even in this here song, I can discern that she was singing it out of the flesh. It brought really soft, beautiful melody, and the cry of her voice was really piercing, but it wasn't piercing enough to go beyond the bone marrow, which is to my spirit, because the words that she was saying, and the words that she was saying, it's me, oh Lord. Oh, he know who you are. If you're praying to him or you're singing to him, let me tell you, he know who you are. And then she said, I am on my knees. We don't need to remind or warn Yah that we're on our knees. You see? So therefore, in the song, she said, I'm crying to you, Lord. He can hear you, baby. You see? So in her song leads me to understand this is a song for the flesh of you and I, who loves to hear songs and make us feel like we're in the spiritual realm, you see? And this is one of them, because the Spirit of the Most High led me to it today when I was driving, and I clicked it real fast and listened to it. And the music was really mellowed, and it was really sweet, and it was really feeling good, because it was good. It was filling my soul, not my soul, but my flesh. It was making me feel good in the flesh. Okay. But in the reality of the words, when you listen to the words, you see that she's speaking to someone as if the individual don't have the power nor the authority to know that it's her. The power and the authority that don't know when she's on her knees, and the power and the authority that don't hear her cries. You see? So it has to be a song for the flesh. And that's what a lot of gospel music and a lot of music is set for. When you sing, I don't know where y'all's taking me with this. When you sing, you want to sing to his glory. You have to sing to him in the spirit realm. And when you start and you learn to sing to him in the spirit realm, you will see the difference. You'll see this different, because there's a cry inside of us that we have. It's a cry that we have inside of us that brings us to a saddened, but yet a happy feeling within us. So I'm going to give you a quick example of singing to the Most High in spirit versus singing in flesh. When people were in the sanctuary, they done away with speaking in tongues. Okay. The reason why they did that is because it was a gift from the Most High Yah. Okay. And because it was a gift from him, man always find a way, okay, to destroy it. That's why you don't hear about speaking in tongues anymore, or nor do people even mention it, because they think that they have the power to erase everything that Yah poured out when Yeshua HaMashiach ascended. He poured out, the Father poured out gifts upon us. Okay. And those gifts, I don't know if you all really understand it, it's just gone. And even in the biblical, he talks about how the tongue shall cease. He didn't say that it will cease because it's no good, it's worthless, it's vain and vast. It's going to cease because man is going to turn to praise dancing. Man is going to turn to praise worshiping. And that's how that is what took out the tongues out of the sanctuary, because praise dancing came in, and praise service came in. Both of those came in, but both of those are to your flesh. Okay, both of those are gifts from the flesh to the flesh. So people sing songs to try to tap into the spiritual part of man, and they end up tapping into the flesh, because that's the only part that their voice can pierce. It can't pierce their spirit. That's why when I listen to music, I seek for the spiritual feeling. It's a spirit that's down in you, that comes in you, and you know the presence of the Most High's anointed is resting in you. So that's what I seek for. And I have done that for many years. So I even dissect the words that's being said, because I know that 99.9 they're singing to the flesh. Okay, but what has happened, if you say, well, okay, Deborah, if they're learning these songs, they're so nice, they're so anointing, they just make me cry, they make me feel emotional, that's because that's your flesh. The song that he put in the church was the tongues, and because they refused the gifts, it caused those who had the gift of interpreting the tongue to cease. So when there's not an interpreted, therefore the tongues can't be put forth. You see what I'm saying? But I, Sister Deborah, a prophetess in the wilderness, that was one of my first gifts that it had to be the second that I recognized that I had, because I was in the church with my mom, and she began to speak in this unknown tongue, but yet I can understand exactly what she was saying. And I want to explain to you all, the tongues is a melody to Yah. It is a song praising him. You see how powerful that is? It's just like I told you yesterday, how they took the rainbow and made it a part of sin and represent something totally different. And you know what's so deep about it, you guys? It's on the four corners. This is the tongue that's on the four corners, okay, of the earth. They represent that tongue. Not that tongue. They represent that rainbow on the four corners than the rainbow that Yah put in the heavens to remind us. They don't have no feeling for the rainbow that Yah had created. They don't have no feeling whatsoever what he has given us to remember and to remind us. Even us, and even sometimes me, myself, when I look at rainbow, I look at the gay. You see, I look at the LGB or whatever they call themselves. You see what I'm saying? And that's wrong, because that's not the true rainbow, where it started. And everything that he has, man comes along and they snatch it and they make it their own. But when they make it their own, they make it for the flesh. They don't make it for the spirit of an individual. They just make it for the flesh. Okay? So where I'm at today is with this love, lies of love. The lies of love that we've been told and taught to believe has all been a lie. Why? Because we rather believe a lie than to believe the truth. That's why he said his people perish due to the lack of knowledge. And then why is it, I say to the Most High, why is it they lacking the knowledge? He said, because they reject the knowledge. So it ain't like he didn't give it to them. He said, but because they reject knowledge. And that's where we at today. That's where we at today. Reject everything that Yah puts out for us. We reject it. Like what I'm saying today is so powerful. I would call it one of the most powerful message I could put out, because it's covering the most powerful thing that has to do with the most powerful one. And nothing no one can say on this platform can outride what I'm about to say, nor what I have said a few days ago, or how powerful the word love is. Not a word that defines what we have been told and what we were to believe in time past. It's give and gave. Okay. Now I'm going to start off in John, the first John, and I'm just going to go on with my message and just step into what the Most High has put in my spirit to give, and I'm going to go on with it, and I'm going to go on and go on and go on, and I'm going to go all the way where he's taken me and anyone that has the ear to hear. Now we're going to First John chapter 3, verse 17. First of all, I want to apologize also for yesterday. We have had storms after storms after storms, and I could not even get on my internet at all. And so much was going on throughout the night. You know, I could not get on. So I apologize for not coming back to let us talk message yesterday. Now, in the First John chapter 3, verse 17, and it says, nope, is that right? Let's go there. Okay, yes, this is it. And it says on First John chapter 3, verse 17, but whoso have this world's good. Wait a minute, let's say that again. But whoso have this world's good and see his brother have need and shut it up his bowels of compassion from him, how dwelleth the love of Yah? How dwelleth the love of Yah? Now you notice it says, but whosoever have this world's good and see it, his brother have need. See, his brother have need, okay? And he shut up his bowels of compassion. Don't have no compassion on his brother, but his brother is in need for something from him. He shut up his compassion from him. How dwelleth the love of Yah in him? It doesn't. It doesn't dwell in him. The love of Yah doesn't dwell in him. If he shut up his bowels of compassion, knowing that his brother have needs. You see? Why? Because love of Yah defined as give and gave. So when Yah when they stepped in and said, how dwelleth the love of Yah in him? It doesn't. And that's why it's got a question mark. It doesn't. So you have to ask that question. Does the love of Yah dwell in this individual who shut up his bowels of compassion from him that needs? And it's his own brother. Okay? He shut up his bowels of compassion from his brother who's in need. And then it says, how dwelleth the love of Yah in him? It's asking you that question. How can Yah be in him if he don't give his brother what he needs? You have to go back. Give his brother what he needs. He have to have that compassion to give him what he needs, because giving him what he needs represents the love of Yah. This is Yah's love. It's to give and to give. Okay. Now, the next verse we're going to cover, and that would be, let's go to Acts 20 and 35. I'm just covering something that's very powerful. And I don't know if you all understand this or not. You don't know what ground you are on right now. I'm going to say that now. I wasn't planning on saying that, but I felt led by the Spirit to tell anybody that's viewing me at this time. Let me tell you, you don't know what ground you own right now. Hallelujah. You don't know what ground you are on right now, because what I'm about to say is so potent. He can end the world and everything can be all well. That's just how potent what I'm saying is. Oh no, it ain't saying all what you're so used to hearing, but it's saying something that's very powerful in spirit and in truth. And it is about the Most High Yah. Okay, something we do not understand nor know about him, and he wants us to know. He said there were some mysteries, and this is one. For thousands and thousands and thousands of years, we're walking around here defining the word love, when it rests right in give and gave. That's how simple it is. You know how many people are battling with this love thing? Hate is heavier and more acceptable than to give and to give. That's how deep it is. That's how deep love that represents Yah is give and gave is. That hate has overpowered. And Yah wants you to know today. He wants you to know this day. Now listen to this. Acts 20. Is that Acts 20 and 35? Let's hear what Acts 20 and 35. Acts 20. And this is what confuses me. I sit back and I go through YouTube and I sit back and listen to the messages they feeding, and everybody eating it up. Everybody making sure that they're here, and everybody just eating it up. And I'm like, Father, none of it's spirit and truth. But the people eat it up like it's a full meal deal. And they don't even understand. They bypass, but y'all said it again. Deborah, it's need be. Don't forsaken the idea of my power, giving them the strong delusion that they follow what feels good to their flesh. Okay, Acts 20 and 35, and it reads, Acts 20 and 35. Let's see what it says. I have shown you all things, how that some laboring ye ought to support the weak, to remember the words of to remember the words of the Lord Yeshua, how he said, it is more blessed to give than to receive. Wait a minute. It is more blessed to give than to receive. What's this thing with this giving? Why is giving a blessed? It's because giving is what we have been lied to believe love is. It's really give and gave. It's beautiful. Just imagine if the tribes of Israel would start giving to each other and start giving themselves, their time, their energy, their strength, you see, to one another. See how they always say, well, we need to support our people in business. Wait a minute, that's materialistic things. That's in the word you're trying to get us to support. Let's support in the things that Yah said is his love. Let's give. Let's give. Let's give our time. Let's give our energy. Let's give our strength. You see, nobody they wouldn't want to do that, y'all. You'll know who's who then. See, you'll know really. You see people who's sitting and all you hear is, oh, I got this and I got that. And they show you on these videos what all they got. You hear Pastor Dow, I labor with these hands. Yes, with the money of someone else, the people on that ground that you've taken to labor with your hands. You fail to realize, Pastor Dow, laboring with your hands was what he charged you to do in the book of Genesis, the first chapter. So it ain't like you supposed to be awarded anything because of the labor that's in your hand. You see, that's where they messed up from the floor. You're supposed to give because you've been given, so you're supposed to give that back. But no, it ain't like that. You hear them talking, everybody talking all the time, showing all that they got, showing that they're away and they got this here and we set apart, we this and that. They have designed a cult that really manipulate people's mind to believe they got it going on. They out there living and they got this, they got their chickens and they got their this and that, especially Pastor Dow. He got everything. He building houses, but he failed to realize building houses don't mean nothing in the eyes of Yah. Isn't that sad? Building houses, you can build church, you can build anything. Yah said, if you don't have charity, as the world call it, but it's called righteous, just, and justice. If you don't have that, and if you don't have the give, which is the true definition of Yah's love, you lost without a cause. So why they telling us to go out, get our own this, plant this, get ready. You're right. But Yah said, put your trust in me, and I will supply your every need. How you gonna do that, Father Yah, my love? How you gonna do that with your love? I'm gonna give you what you need. That's love. Why they are giving themselves and calling it Yah's love. See how messed up from the flow up it is? That's why it was one time this religion, this cult, this movement used to get everybody talking about getting your passport, go to Israel. I just heard a so-called teacher who led more than 60, 70,000 people to believe that what he says and what he have been teaching them, find out now, trying to say now, those people ain't got no business over in Israel. Wait a minute. You was one of the ones everybody was talking about over there. Oh, this our place. They got our place. It ain't your place no more. It's desolated. It's polluted. Let me get back on the topic, y'all, because I'm going there. Okay. But let me go back to Acts chapter 35. And it says at the end, it is more blessed. It is more blessed. Let's go back to the beginning. I have shown you all things, how that so laboring ye ought to support the weak. See, while you running around here telling me I labor with my hands, that's why I got what I got. That's why that's what this sick man called Pastor Dow. I got what I got. We got this. He's boasting and boosting and hiding pride. And if you ain't looked at his video to see that, something is seriously wrong with you. Because what he's saying is, look at me. Look what I got. I labored for that. Bro, please. He already told you if you're going to do the laboring, it's going to be for a cause of giving. Because that's my love. And anybody represents me, they better get busy with giving their time, their energy, their strength, their conversation. It don't have the time to be money. It don't have to be materialistic thing. He wants what, like he told you, give me all the first commandment is what? All your heart, soul, mind, and strength. You know what he's talking about? I don't call them soul. I call it spirit. You know what he's talking about? Give me what's already mine. He's telling you, give me what is already mine. And that is everything you have spiritual. And you can do what you want with that flesh. And what do? We turn around and we give the flesh to the world. And then we begin to serve the world with what we have. You see what I'm saying? In the way they say it is to be given. But we're supposed to give to the less fortunate, the hospitals we're supposed to visit, the prisons, the orphanage, the widows. See, it's just so many things that Yah had for those who represent his vessel to be doing. But we don't choose to do that because we think we're representing his love by building houses and getting our cult together and building houses and housing people and starting our farm and all. Y'all gonna tell you when you meet him, you're gonna find out all that was vain and vexed. It was worthless if it wasn't built and created to give. See, that's what's so sad. People think they're supposed to give to themselves. Oh, it's for us. That's why you got so many camps, different camps, different kinds of camps. You got so many different kind of groups in the Hebrew Israelite movement, different kind of church, different kind of organization. It's because they're focusing on them. Now I'm starting to hear we're not going to focus on no one but those that's in our camp. And that is not of Yah. That is not. He says it's easy to give to somebody that you know. That means it's easy to give to someone that you know. Try giving to someone that you don't know. That's true love. As you know it. I'm about what you give to someone. When he saw the rich man, what did he tell the rich man? The rich man said, I upheld all the commandments since my youth. What did he tell him to do? Sell it all and what? Give. That's my love. That's who I am. That's what the rich man couldn't do. And that's how the people are today. All the stuff that they have, they wouldn't dare turn around. Even if they heard the message Sister Deborah is saying now, they wouldn't dare turn around and give to anyone. It would make their heart even harden to hear this message in which I'm saying. It will cause their hearts to harden. Let me see. There is only one way to love. That is spiritual love. Lord thy God, with all the heart, soul, and mind, in the name of Jesus, so people will receive eternal life. That's true. That's true. You have to give. You have to give. That he's saying that you give, how do you give it? By giving unto others. Remember when he said, see, a lot of people think it's just that easy. Oh, I can just give him all my heart, soul, mind, and strength. Oh, no. He said, I was hungry. Did you feed me? I was sick. Did you visit me? I was out there. Did you take me in? He's showing you ways and people he's putting in the midst of your life that you are to give, to represent the love of giving me all your heart, soul, mind, and strength. You see? But see, we thinking we can just give him all our heart, soul, mind, and strength. And he's not expecting us to be a vessel at all for him. And if we're going to be the vessel for him, we're going to have to do what he did. Gave us his all. Now we give others our all. You see, but what we're doing is we want to be able to give only our family members, our friends, those that I like, the church that I go to, my pastor, my organization. And that's what's a mess up from the flow up, showing the division of the wheat and the tare amongst the Hebrew Israelite movement. It's showing you who's who. And I thank the Most High today. I thank the Most High today. I thank the Most High today for actually showing me how you can rightly divide who's who. It's from their fruit. And their fruit don't mean because they got a farm, because they got a 2 or 3 churches, because they got 7 or 8 camps, because they got a cult. That's not it. That's not it. That's not fruit. Fruit is representing the love of Yah. That's it. Going back to that love. And the love of Yah is to what? Give. What did he tell them to do with the orphanage, the fatherless, and the widows? Those are 3 situations that doesn't have a man present. Yah told the men to give your time to those, to them. You think they're going to give them to them? No. They so busy on these devil platforms, boosting, uplifting, pride-minded, and caught up in their own ways. And they don't have time, nor energy, nor strength to even be bothered with the widows, the orphanage, and the fatherless. They don't understand. These are the charge. These are the true fruit that Yah is speaking of. Oh, they ain't going to do that. That's too hard. That's too much. I'm not going to do that. I need to be boosted. I need to be a king. I need to be a leader. I need to teach these people not to eat this, not to eat that, not to eat this. I got to teach them that. I can't do the things that Yah is charging me to do that define who he is and his fruit and his love. We can't do that. And we're not going to. But I thank the Most High for his strong delusion, because Sister Deborah, being a prophetess in the wilderness, I can see it for what it is. Hallelujah. And there's many going to be lost. So he says here, it's a blessing to give than to receive. Why? Because blessing to give is what represents the true love of Yah. That is what love is. Now, I'm going to go to Luke 6, and it's going to be pretty much like Matthew's. Luke, and we're going to go to Luke chapter 6, verse 35. And I just love the Most High with this here, because this is really good. And he warned me that it will be. It's going to feel good, and it's going to open up so many doors for me. And I thank him for that, because this is going to make me understand and be able to counsel and communicate with people in a way that they can be fully delivered. That's a blessing in itself. Okay, in Luke chapter 6, verse 35 and 36. Okay, and it reads, "Beloved ye enemies." No, it didn't be. "But love ye your enemies." Love your enemies. What do that mean? Give to your enemies. Watch this here. "And do good and lend." There you go. Giving something. You see that? See, whenever you see love, you see the true definition right next door to it, which is give. Lend is when you give something. Okay, watch what it says. "And lend, hoping for nothing, and hoping for nothing again." You can't go lending and wanting them to give that back to you. It has to be a heart that you have to give. You see? And it says, "And your reward shall be great, and ye shall be the children of the high." Let me read that again. Let me read that again, you guys. Now listen to this. This is Luke chapter 6, 35. And we're going to read 30. Luke, let me see, what's it? 35 and 36. It says, "But love ye your enemies, and do good, and lend, hoping for nothing again." That means you don't hope for him to have to pay you back. You don't hope for anything to be given to you. Okay. This is what you call give. You're just giving it, not hoping that they're going to pay you back. Just giving it. This is the love that we call love. That's why we got so much sick love in the world today. We got a lot of sick love in the world today. A whole lot of sick love in the world today. And that's why we don't want to define love at all, because we enjoy the sickness of love over the love of Yah. Everything that Yah has put down here for us, we converted it and walking around here stiff-necked, rebellion and disobedient to the way that he designed it for us. And we decide, hey, no, we're going to walk our way. That's why our necks is stiff, because we don't walk the way in which he has caused us to walk. So we just stiff, just set in a certain way. Okay, now listen to this. And it says, "And your reward shall be great, and ye shall be the children of the highest." Of the highest. How and why? Why are you going to be the children? It's because you're going to give, you're going to lend, you're going to love the enemy and lend, hoping for nothing in return. You're going to give them something. Your enemies, you're going to give them something. You see what I'm saying? This is y'all talking about your enemies. He said, and this is where you're going to be the children of the highest. So I'm going to tell y'all something. And this is really sad. Hello, everyone in the live chat. This is really sad. This is really sad. Here it is, 2021. And we don't even know what love is of the Most High God. But we say we awaken. How can you be awakening? You don't know who Christ is, and you don't know what the word love represent in Yah. What was it defined as? Give and gave. And we running around here, don't use neither nor. We all caught up in self and thinking that we are awakening. Oh, we waiting for the new Jerusalem. Oh, baby, please, you're not going. I'm sure Moses told them that over and over and over. Do you think they listened? I don't think they did. And just like the people today, they see all this chaos in the world today and the sin of their tribes over and over and over and getting worse and worse. And no one says a word because their minds are so in tune with the heathens and the Gentiles and the oppressors to where they can't see anything in Yah. They can't see it. So let's go to, he said here in 35. Now we're in Luke 6, 35 and 36. Now he's telling us to give, lend to our enemies. And he said, and ye shall be the children of the highest. Hallelujah. Y'all missed that, didn't you? I know y'all don't understand what he mean by that. He said, and we shall be the children of the highest. If you're able to give and lend to the enemy, because lending, when you lend, that means you give something. And he said, and look for nothing in return. Okay, so don't look for a payback. And this is what Yah is asking those who are the children of the highest. And you get on this platform, you see everybody in themselves, caught up in themselves, trying to get their thing going on, trying to be about them. They ain't caught up in nothing that's connected to the love of Yah. And Yah is saying to you today that the love is to give, even to your enemies. Now, let me finish here. For he is kind unto the unthankful and to the evil. Yah is kind to the unthankful ones and the evil one. So if Yah is this way with them, then who are we? And how must we conduct ourselves if we are his children? Okay. And it says in 36, be ye therefore merciful as your Father also is merciful. Yah is trying to get us to understand in this late hour, that we missed it. And if we miss love and we miss charity, we didn't miss the whole book. This whole book is lost in us, y'all. The whole book is lost in us. It's lost. Because if we didn't understand what love was, and even Sister Deborah, and if we don't understand what love is, then if we think for 1 minute that he's going to come and deliver us to the promised land, and we stay here 40 years, and after the 40 years, we still could care less what he has said from the beginning and the end. And when it just does something to me, because when he gave me that song, the young lady had sung, give me you, everything else can wait. See, her saying, give me you. She don't want nothing but him. Just give me you. See, and he already done gave us him. That's deep, y'all. Do you understand that? He already gave us him. He gave us all of him. How can we ask for any more? What are we going to give in return to show that we are the children of the highest? We're going to give. You see, we're going to give. And this don't mean go out, take your money and just start handing out. No. Giving is giving yourself, your time, your energy, your conversation, your strength to others. To others. It ain't important that you have the first and the last word. It don't mean nothing. Get that strength up. Say, you can have it. That's giving. Because a lot of people think they have to have the last word on everything. Give it up. Give it. You see? Because that's what represents Yah, is when you're able to give these things up. Okay? Now, the next verse that he gave me was Matthew's chapter 19 and 21. Matthew's chapter 19 and 21. And what Yah is saying that the last of the word love, because that's all that it is. It has really no connection to him. It's just what was put in there. What was really put in there was give and gave. You see? So that shows you how everything he puts out for us, somebody comes back along and changes it. And we begin to walk in what was changed right before our eyes. And we're sitting here reading it without the Ruach. And without the Ruach, you're not going to understand it. You're going to understand it as it was given. See, because this love is to give. And this is what he's saying. That's Matthew's 19 and 21. And it reads, Yeshua said unto him, if thou wilt be perfect, Go and sell that thou have and give to the poor. Now, I like that because what Yah is revealing to me today as I speak unto you all, he's revealing to me perfect comes from giving and gave. Hallelujah. He said we become the children of the highest. It's when we give without looking for anything in return. See, that's how powerful Yah's love is as we know love. No, we don't know love because that love is a sick love. But the real love is give and gave. That's why every time from this day on and time past, I'm telling you all, when you pick up that book, you're going to notice God's grace and mercy and his love is followed by what he gives. So the definition of Yah's love is give and gave. That's deep. That's deep. Now, he's telling the rich man, if he will sell everything and give to the poor, and you can be perfect. Perfect, you guys. You see? You mean just to give to everyone? Listen, let's read it. That's in Matthews 19 and 21. And Yeshua said unto him, if thou would be perfect, go and sell that thou have and give to the poor, and thou shalt have treasures in the heavens, and come and follow me. See how beautiful that is? Being perfect is connecting to give. And even though this rich man had materialistic, which is money to give, but that's his love. That's where his love, his so-called love was at. He said, give up your love and take on mine. Hallelujah. And give to the poor. You know, see, you know what? Like I said at the beginning of this here message, whomever is on this platform that heareth my voice, not only is Yah going to hold you fully liable for every word that I'm bringing out and putting forth, that your ear, even if it don't intake it, he'll know that he put before you something as pure as what he stood for before the foundation of the world. And that was give and gave. Everything that he predestined, everything that he ordained, everything that he anointed, everything that he appointed had to do with give and gave. That's it. That's it. And guess what? It wasn't love. It was give and gave that he created. Everything. From the time he said let, that means he said, let me give you this. Let me give you this. Let me give you this. Oh, wait a minute. Let us make them. And I gave him the breath. And I gave him a spirit. It all has to do with give and gave. And what it would do is it cause us to understand why we have enemies and why we have people who dislike us, why we have people who don't know how to love us and treat us fair. It's because they don't know what love really is. So we now can't hold them liable for what they don't know. The whole world don't know what love is. But I got somewhere in my spirit something really strange. Something's very strange. I believe that there are people who knew what Yah's love really represent. They knew it was give and gave. And those are the things that they refuse to apply. So what happened? When Yah suffered us to come onto this land, and he told Abraham thousands of years, he told Isaac thousands of years, he told Jacob thousands of years, but here we are. Been spent 400 years, our ancestors all the way to us. Okay? What was it that makes him feel that he's going to judge the heathens, the oppressors, for what they have done to a people? Think y'all gonna blow your mind. What is it? You put us here. What did you expect? You know? You put us here. What did you expect? Everything that he expect to come to pass. But what happened? What did they do? They did not give, nor did they give. Then they turned charity into giving to the poor when it is righteous, justice, and just. So they took away, give, gave, righteous, justice, and just from us. You see what I'm saying? So y'all say, okay, you're going to wipe away who I am from them. You messed up now. You done messed up. You see? So while we're thinking, oh, they doing this to us and they doing this, it's because they have forsaken the same thing you have forsaken. The Hebrew Israelite movement and the whole Hebrew Israelite people, they have forsaken all of that and some. But the heathens and the oppressors, it ain't their fault because y'all caused it to be this way for us to come over to this land, but it is their fault. Why? Because they too had to uphold what? He said he's the same with the righteous as well as the unrighteous. So therefore, they still had to uphold love. And what was love? Give and gave. And what was charity? As they put charity, they took charity and put it in there, but it was righteousness, just, and justice. And that's what they took from us. Go back to Deuteronomy 28. When you go back to Deuteronomy 28, you don't see nowhere in there where Yah charged this mission that we are on in this land. Then you go back to Genesis and hear what he said to Abraham. Then you go back to Isaac. Then you go back to Jacob. Never did he tell them to not give, not give us, not have righteous, not have justice, and not have just. He never told them to take that from us, but they did. You see how powerful it is for them. Now they're going to go in that dark place called eternal fire because they did that which we did as well, even to today, 2021, and here we are, still don't have the respect of give, righteous, justice, and just toward each other. And we walking around here, we the people, we awake. Going back to what I say, where have you awakened to? And what make you the people? He just said, when you give to your enemy and look for nothing in return, you become the highest. You become perfect. Woo, boy, that's deep. That's deep to me, you all. Let's go to 2 Corinthians chapter 9, verse 7. And I'm not going to hold you too long. 2 Corinthians, this here is really kind of just giving you some insight. And what needs to happen is people need to write stuff down so they can go back over it. And when they go back over it, guess what? When you write this stuff down and you read back over it, God will give you an extra strength beyond what Sister Deborah can even touch, because that's his whole thing. He told them, you have Moses and the prophet. Now, if I give you the understanding of Moses and the prophet, then you're going to be above understanding what they have and some. So people don't even understand. When you take what I'm saying and apply it by reading it yourself with the Ruach HaKodesh, don't go to no book if you know you ain't got no spirit of the Most High Yah, because that's the only thing that's going to open your eyes to see it in its purest form. Okay. Now we're going to 2 Corinthians chapter 9 and verse 7. And it reads, no, that's 2 Corinthians. I'm in 1 Corinthians, 2 Corinthians, chapter 9, verse 7. Okay. And it reads, verse 7 reads, every man according as he purposed in his heart. So let him what? Give. Let's say that again. Verse 7, 2 Corinthians chapter 9, verse 7. Every man according as he purposed in his heart. So let him give, not grudgingly or of necessity, but God loveth a cheerful giver. You see that? You see in Second Corinthians chapter 9, it's telling you here, not chapter 9, verse 7, every man according as he purposed in his heart. So let him give, okay, not grudgingly, you got to have the right heart, or of necessity, for God loveth a cheerful giver. See, in 2 Corinthians chapter 9, verse 7, he's telling you about a give, to give, and a giver. Going back. And what did it say? Yah loved a cheerful giver. So what you all didn't know was love is not what you think it is. Because that's a word that man defines as they sick love. That's why have you all ever used to say, boy, so much many type of loves, there's so much sick love. It's always sick. There's women that get beat and they say, oh, but he loves me. See how sick this word love can be? I mean, the things that people do, and yet they call it and labor it love. Because you married, you love each other. Y'all said, no. It's a give. It's a give. When you give yourself, you see, give yourself. You see, and that's what they don't understand. They want to call everything love, and it's no love to be found. Because the love of Yah from the heavens level is called give and gave. That's his love. Okay. Now, even there, it tells you in in 2 Corinthians chapter 9, verse 7, every man according as he purpose in his heart. So let him give. It don't say love. It don't say love, and you won't find it. Because if you find love, you're gonna find it followed what with a word that defined it, and that's give. It's deep, you all. It's deep. Now let's go to Hebrew 13. And reason why I say this, everybody you come into contact, when you come into contact with your family members, friends, people that you out speaking to, everybody, when you master Yah's love as give, you're gonna see it for what it is. It's a hidden mystery, you guys. It's a hidden mystery, but yet not hidden. Okay, to those Yah is allowing to come to the light. Okay, we're going to Hebrew chapter 13, verse 16, and it reads, chapter 13. Wait a minute, that's not true. Chapter 13, verse 16. Okay, and it reads, Hebrews chapter 13, verse 16. But to do good and to communicate, forget not, for which such sacrifice Yah is well pleased. Now, I got to go back. Let's go back. It was 15 and 16. Hebrews chapter 13, verses 15 and 16. By him, therefore, let us offer the sacrifice of praise to Yah continually, that is the fruit of the lips, giving thanks to his name. Giving thanks to his name. Giving thanks, praise, thanking to his name. You see, everything he's receiving from us, we can hang it up. If we think it's about our head wrap, how we dress, how we talk, how we act, as far as how we saying Yahuwah, Yeshua, Kakua, and all these other names, let me tell you, that's vain and vast, because he's dealing with the spiritual realm. And even this give, it's spiritual, but he's allowing it to be seen natural. He spoke of it natural, even though it's seen in the spirit realm as his love. Okay. And then he says, fruit of our lips, the fruit of our lips. We give him the fruits of our lips. Remember, we were talking about how do we give to people? We by what? Strength, ourselves. We can comfort someone in words, our energy, our strength, and what else? And our time. That's giving. That's giving. And that's what y'all want us to do. You see? And here he's saying, and the fruit of our lips, giving thanks to his name, praising him with our lips. That's not asking for much. That's not asking for much at all. But that's a part of what he accepts as love. You see, that's what he called love. So verse 16 said, but to do good and to communicate, forget not, for with such sacrifice, Yah is well pleased. You see, we're thinking that it takes us, a lot of people pay tithes, giving money, even on these platforms, they sitting here collecting money galore. They got to the point, they didn't start off like this, but I'm just showing you how they got you all locked in. Pen Pal, PayPal, Cash App. They got all these things getting funds from you, just like the Christian church. But yet they get on here to talk about the Christian church. To me, that's just so strange. Their same makeup is no different than what they're talking about. And I thank the Most High for that, because he said they talk it, but they walk in the same walk. And that's deep. Now, I'm going to cover this on the last, and that is Matthew 5 and 39. 39 and we're going to go to 48. We might not go all the way to 48, but I'm going to sum this up. If anybody have any input in regards to this word, love, and the love of Yah is give. If you have any verses, any chapter, if you want to expound on it, go right ahead and we'll cover it. Okay. Now this one here is Matthew's 5. Oh, I thank the Most High. I really do, you guys. It really feels good, because as I'm teaching, not teaching, as I'm speaking to you, he's teaching me. He's showing me so much stuff, and I'm not even putting it out to you. It's in my spirit, and it's just feeling really good right now. Matthew's 5 and 39. And that's why you can't get people to come on here and stand still for a minute to hear what I said, the Most High, out of the prophetess mouth. It's because they want to hear trash. They want to hear all kind of negative. That's the only time they come on and feed onto this channel. Outside of that, they don't waste their time, because see, their spirit needs a negative. They need it comes from so many platforms on these devil platforms, to where they can't even sit still a minute to hear anything, because they don't want to hear it. They don't want to hear it. They don't want to learn. They don't want to know what's what. They just want to know who killed who, what men are doing, or what women are doing, or what they just wants to hear that. And that's what their ears are for. You'll see them come on, and then you'll see them take off. Know that those are the type that does that. Notice that. And just next time you're on here, just always watch that. They'll come in, and next thing you know, they'll scoop out. That's because they just coming in and see what kind of dirt they feel that you're going to say or talk about that turns their flesh. And if you ain't giving them enough of it, boom. And that's praising the Most High Yah, because Yah is saying, he that has an ear, let him hear. Not he that has no ear to hear. So that's about right. Swooping the coop. So we're going to Matthew's 5 and 39. And I'm not going to hold you long. I'm just going to show you here. Matthew's 5. Chapter 5, verse 39. But I say unto you, that ye resist not evil. For whosoever shall smite thee on the right cheek, turn to the, what did he say? He says, turn to the others also. Means somebody slapped you here, turn to this side. That's he said that ye resist not evil. Okay, watch this here. Verse 4. And if any man will sue thee at the law and take away thy coat, let him have thy cloak also. See, let him have it. That means to do what? Give it to him. Give him. He want to take your money. He want to take whatever in the law. He's in court. He want to take it. Y'all say, give him a little extra. Give him more than what he want to take. Give. That's what he's saying. Give. If you slap him here, turn to the other side and give him a slap and slap. Give him another slap on the left side. Give it to him. That's what Yah is saying. And verse 41. And whosoever shall compel thee to go a mile, go with him 2 miles. See, and he's speaking of evil. Okay, now watch this here. And 42 says, give to him that asks thee. Wait a minute, hold up. How do we get to that? It's because from 39 all the way down to 42 is always about what you can give to someone. If they want to slap you here, give them your other side, let them slap you. Okay, they want to take you to court. I tell you what, not just give them what they took you to court for, give them your coat. Your coat. Give them more than what they suing you for. And then he says, and whosoever shall compel thee to go a mile. Okay, you thinking you know to go a mile? I tell you what, I go 2. Give them another mile on top of that, so you can go 2. That's what he said. Give. See that? Give. Okay, and then he said in 42, give to him that asks thee, and from him that would borrow of thee, turn not away. So if somebody asks you for something, give it to them. If they want to borrow from you, give it to them. Yeah, I've been doing that all my life. All my life. That's why I got to the point where I was like up in age and I realized, wait a minute, what have somebody done for me? I'm always doing, giving, taking in. But what have somebody done for me? And I realized, hey, wait a minute, I want to be loved. And didn't even realize I was loved. I was it itself. I was that gift who Yah is and who love is in him. I was that already. But I'm looking for it in all the wrong places. Love, the lie of love is deep, y'all. It's deep. Now, 43 says, ye have heard that it has been said, thou shalt love thy neighbor and hate thy enemy. But I say unto you, love your enemy, bless them. You see that? Love your enemy by how? Bless them that curse you. Do good to them that hate you. Pray for them that despitefully use you and prosecute you. What are you talking about, Deborah? What's up with that? What's up with that? Watch this here. 44. It says, but I say unto you, love your enemies. Do y'all hear that? Love your enemy. What did that mean? Give to your enemy. Okay? The opposite is also a part of what you call hate. They hating on you, but you give unto them. And not talking about materialistic things. It's actually talking about yourself. You don't have to act like they act. You don't have to portray the way they portray themselves. But listen to what it says. But I say unto you, love your enemy, bless them that curse you. Now, tell me one Hebrew Israelite speaker on these devil platforms is telling you that. Yeshua HaMashiach said that. They won't precept that because they'll find it in Matthew, Luke, Mark, and John. They'll find them in all of them saying the same thing. They're part of what they experienced in when Yeshua told them this. What do he mean by that? But I say unto you, love your enemies, bless them. That's given to them. Bless them. Okay? Bless them that curse you. Do good to them They hate you. See, their love is hate. But your love is going to give them a positive attitude. It's going to give them a smile. You see? Watch this here. And pray. Pray for them which spitefully use you and prosecute you. Pray for them. That's the love of Yah. All these things is what you call love. Bless them. Pray for them. Bless them. Pray for them. Do good to them. Bless them. Do good to them and pray for them. Those are actions that represents what man called, they think they know what love is. But it's all what you do. You giving back to them. They giving you hate and you giving back to them who Yah is in you. Okay. 45 said that ye may be the children of your fathers. Your father. The Father in the heavens. Yahuwah. Yahuwah. That you may be, verse 45, that you may be the children of the Father which is in heaven, for he maketh the sun to rise on the evil and on the good, and he send rain on the just and on the unjust. Look at 45, and we're gonna end it with this. For if ye love them which love you, what reward have you? So if you give to those, if I give you 50 cents and you give me 50 cents back, what is the reward in that? We both just gave each other 50 cents. It's what he's saying. Now watch this here. Do not even, he said, wait a minute, reward. Where is the reward in that? Do not even the Republicans the same? That's right. That's how the world think. That's how the world do it. You give me 50 and I give you 50. That's how I got greed in it. Okay. And 47 said, no, it's 48 I go to. I'm sorry. And if ye salute your brother only, what do you more than others? What do ye more than others? Do not even the Republicans so? Meaning saying, if we want to sit and be taught by the Hebrew Israelite men, that we are only supposed to deal with us as a people, our brethren. Yah is saying here through Yeshua, that is not his protocol. That is not his way. He told us what we do to the enemy. Bless him, pray for him, give him. These are the actions that represents what we think is love, but Yah called it give. This is his vessel that he sent down here to give. Didn't he say you're supposed to be the light of the world? You see? So that light have to give what? Light, so that everyone can see. So when you're the light of the world, you have to what? Give light. See, it's going back to what? Give. So in 48, it says, be ye therefore perfect, even as your Father which is in heaven is perfect. See, something else y'all didn't know. Give is connected to being perfect. Give is also connected to being the children of the highest. So he taught me while I was speaking to you something even higher, is that how potent this give and gave is, which is who he is, love, and how we think love is. But see, our way of seeing love is far out deep. And so that's why we can't define. Who can define love? I mean, we can. We really can't. So I'm not going to ask that question. Anybody have any question or anything they want to say? I know some of you came on and you might have missed the song. Let me just kind of let you hear it a little bit, just a little bit. And the Most High had led me to her and told me, listen, you remember the song. The Ruach is to bring things to your remembrance. So I'm driving and this song came to my head. And he said, don't you remember it? And I'm like, yeah, but what do that have to do with